All right, y'all, we back at it again on January 3rd, 2025 in San Francisco, the weirdo place. Well, as you can imagine, we got a guy trying to open his business and a homeless person blocking the door saying it's a public sidewalk. And believe it or not, it's a he-she. Let's see what happens.
Certain roads say this is kind of like a gray area. You can kind of just sit here and no one can care.
No, you have to get up and leave.
Wait, so you're going to arrest me for trespassing on concrete?
What's your name?
What's your name? I have to give my name.
Oh, yes, you do.
No, I don't. Take me down there again to the station like you did last night, and you'll have shit jokes on the bastard. I'm sick of it.
What's your name?
What's your name?
Listen, man, you're going to make this a way bigger deal than I feel like making it. I understand you're cold and you're wet.
This is concrete. This is basically the sidewalk.
No, you're trespassing.
How is this trespassing? It's on the sidewalk.
No, you're
blocking
the establishment here.
You didn't pay for the sidewalk. How'd you pay for it? I want some contract for that. So I want to talk to every business owner, every person about there being a physical contract for you to put a chair and a seat down here, and no one's answering that question.
Listen, you've been threatening my staff.
No, I said, no, a threat,
That's what you said.
A threat is technically not a deterrent. A threat is endangering someone's life. Yeah. A move or an action is technically a deterrent. Because
listen, it sounds like all they want is for you to move along.
Do you train, please?
I would really like it if you complied.
Because a punch to the face is technically a deterrent.
Would you like to go to the hospital? You want me to get you a shelter or something?
No, I'm just gonna lay here, dude.
You cannot lay here.
I can't move. I can't physically move because of what you asked me did last night.
Why can't you physically move?
I have a bad hip and I got punched and kicked outside of a store. And
I'm sorry to hear that. Would you like me to call you an ambulance?
No, I'm just gonna sit right here.
Okay, well, you cannot continue to sit here, and you cannot continue to sit here and threaten the staff of this establishment.
I didn't threaten them. I used a deterrent. I told you to come within 3 feet of me because I'm in the bathroom and break your leg.
You said what?
Well, technically, that's called a deterrent.
What did you say?
I said I'm going to break your ankle and an inverted heel off, which is taking a move.
That's a threat. That's a
not
criminal
That's
threat.
a deterrent.
No, it's not.
Because it's a sidewalk in public space.
Listen, man, I don't want...
You know I'm right about this. You're just going to split
you're
hairs.
100% wrong, and you're breaking the law.
The first thing was trespassing, now it's threatening. Which is it?
You're making this very difficult. All these people want to do is open their business.
There's nothing you can do on a sidewalk. I'm going to tell you this a million times. You keep dragging down to one choice, which is never going to happen if you're going to be getting hit for a fucking entrapment. You sacrifice the chair and table, and you're deal. You don't know this is public property.
Would you like me to call you shelter and get you shelter? You cannot continue to lay here and threaten this staff.
Public property.
Can I get another unit code 1, please?
Alright, my main code birthday is Fairfield, California.
Headquarters,
Headquarters,
any available synchronous versus Adam 3 Adam at 65.
Yep, you have to have a name.
You're making this way more difficult than it needs to be, man.
This is just a core.
You gonna get up and move along?
Nope. Oh wait. Okay.
Believe me, we'll make this as big a deal as you want.
This is called systematic erosion.
You want to tell me what your name is?
Nope.
Homeless versus facing outside.
Alright,
we're gonna go this route then. Did you believe the threats that he made to you? What did he say exactly?
He said I was going to break my leg.
Did he give you
I was standing right where you are, and I kept asking him to leave, and he said, you can come closer, I'm going to break your leg.
And you, prior to that, you had just asked him?
Yeah, several times.
So do you guys have,
I pay for these.
Right, this is,
permitted outdoor seating, and it's paid for.
Are you willing to press charges for trespassing against him?
Yeah,
sorry about that. I would really very much appreciate it if you would comply with my orders and get up and leave.
Why don't you put me in handcuffs and not comply with orders? That's what you're supposed to do.
You're going to get put in handcuffs eventually, I assure you.
Okay, so what are the charges technically? Trespassing?
Well, right now
because that jail has fucking convicted murderers.
Criminal threats you've made to this gentleman here.
Okay, physical verbal threats have to be done to your life, not to an individual limb or a deterrent.
Yeah, you're not right. You're not right.
Okay, we'll wait for the other cop to get here and I'll tell him what happened.
Sounds good to me.
Because if you get within three steps of me, I'm going to do that. And that is technically what I told him. It was a 3-step ladder. He doesn't understand that shit because he's retarded. He's a dumb business owner. This is public property. Sidewalk is public property. Duh. Then you don't really sit on my lawn. That whole time. Understand that? If you want it in a box, you should put it in a box first. Which means you should put something in front of the object that tells me I can't get to that object. If it's not to that, then it's technically public space. That is why I can't get with you assholes. Put up a sign. Put something there. Make a statement. I don't hear shit until I get right back up here. I can't move my hip, my feet are fucked up, and you're gonna tell me I can hurt that man. I can't physically get up with my hip. That boils it down to one thing. You're gonna arrest me for trespassing on a public sidewalk, aren't you?
No, you've made criminal threats to this gentleman.
Okay, he's gonna see the same shit. I'm gonna tell him the same goddamn thing. I'm gonna tell him the same first thing I'm gonna tell you. I can barely move. I had a hard time moving from here to there. And I'm sitting in the fucking rain. I don't want to sit in the rain all day because there's not a lot of places that are dry. And the next one that's dry is about a mile down that direction. Have fun. I gotta let the cops get here and I get arrested and go to jail because at least I'm not in the fucking rain. That way I get my own room, my own shit. I got $6 a front door and I get my own free commissary. Thank you, jackass. Shelters and users will never take me in. I've tried every one of them. They all turned me down at the front door. I tried Salvation Army. I've tried all.
You want to tell me what your name is?
I'm not telling you what my name is.
Okay.
You don't need to know that. It's classified.
I'm ordering you to tell me what your name is.
Well, you can release me or you can out.
Okay.
Because none of those are legitimate charges. Because if you went to that jail and went in front of that judge and honestly told him you arrested me, returned that man, if you come up to him, you're a break ankle, he would tell you kind of the same thing. You don't have to go within 3 feet of that person. That's called arm's length. That is a judicial law. Okay, so I'm not threatening you to physically push up how you guys talk about. I have a bad hip and I have a fucking problem. I also have a broken knuckle,
We can ask Mitch.
fucking issues and scratches and problems from the last night's handcuffs I got released from the station with.
You want to go to the hospital?
No, I'm fine. I'm just gonna get going after I take about 30 to 45 minutes to leave. Gotta put my shoes on, I gotta rub my feet, I gotta heal my feet up. Because I can't.
Sorry, after you.
You want to this, guys? Put your hands by your back. Go ahead.
Oh.
You have to pick those loose too.
Don't move. Don't move. I got his left hand.
It's gonna take a while for this one, dude. Hey, morning. You don't have any charges. If you arrest me, it's one of one choice. It's called public sidewalk. And that's technically true because it's called a conflict with business owner. Because
Do you have any weapons on you?
I'm not telling you that. I don't have to, and I don't have to give you my name either. EMS will not respond. EMS will not respond until they get a name of a person.
What was your answer?
I'm not telling you anything. I'm not telling you shit.
Okay.
So what am I being arrested for? What am I being detained for?
Basically says, you know, if you come within a couple feet, I'm going to break your leg. He believes the threats.
I didn't give the specific name of the move of the leg, which means I do know that much space to be in there.
He refused to give me his name, refused to do
I'm in San
anything,
Francisco and North
refused any services. I think he's going to be 98 before
Do I have to
22.
tell him? I'm not 2024.
Let's stand him up, search
It's
him.
just hard
We
to,
can
like,
put him in the back of my car and then
You
I'll
know,
get his
because I
info
lose
and
track
then
of
we'll go from there.
times, going out of jail and everything, you know. Day goes on your hand, it's sometime in January.
He's just laying here the whole time.
January 2nd.
But he believed the threats.
The third. Third? Oh, it's
All right,
jail.
stand up, please.
Where are we going?
To jail.
For what?
You're under arrest for criminal threats.
That's not a criminal threat.
Oh, it most certainly is.
Watch, I'm female, so you have to,
You identify as a female?
No, I actually am female, watch. Oh, you got it, though. Yeah, I'll show you. This is called a medical procedure. I can literally show you that. Now once I've done it to jail, so you get my own room. Thank you, bro. Yep, thank you.
Damn, did y'all hear that? He's had a medical. They've had a medical procedure. What?
This is gonna be fucking weird.
Alright.
Can I get my blanket with me? Because it's cold outside.
They cannot, county jail won't take any blankets.
Wow, that's illegal too. You gotta be able to at least take one because you have to offer at the front door because of the rain.
They can give you one at county jail. They'll give you a blanket at county
They can't do that. They don't have those there.
What do you like for me?
Because I'm gonna get released to the front door. Sorry, those fucking
That
judge.
report from last night, but
Alright.
You mind
Yep,
walking over
another
here with
release
this
charge.
officer?
Are we
they
going
were
to
having
station
trouble
first, or where are we
IDing
going?
and then sent out their deal, and then they.
Yep,
Sure, I'll have another
yep.
one like yesterday. So.
Okay, you're gonna have to drop that too.
No, he's ID'd now. Take a seat in the car, please.
You don't have a middle name, so you can't look up in your computer, so have fun with that. Is that a misdemeanor or a felony? It's misdemeanor.
Lean back. Lean
You
back.
can do it yourself.
Lean back, please.
I can't move my hands that direction because it's gonna cut my wrists.
Put your foot down. I'm gonna get a wagon.
I'm gonna cut him now. You can't tase me. Don't even buckle it. Just it, dude. I'm gonna bait out. I'm gonna bait out the handcuff cut.
Stop it.
I'm gonna bait out the handcuff cut. I'm gonna bait out the handcuff cut. I'm gonna do several more times. I've already got
Let
several
go of the
handcuffs cut. Yep, I'm gonna bait it right out.
Let go of the
Yep.
seatbelt.
Yep, right there. Do it. Yes, do it. That's the point. Why are you doing everything just for that?
He's just gonna keep on buckling it.
I'm just gonna keep doing it, yeah. No, don't bother.
It's
I can
it's all
just
good.
get it myself
We'll
then,
deal with that.
I know.
Well, there you have it. We got another creep going down to jail. Usually they don't arrest him, so that's kind of cool. You know, we'll probably stick to just covering chicks from now on. Hey, we're trying to get our watch time hours up, so if you can hit that playlist and let it play in the background, it'd really help us out. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe. We're going to see you on the next one.